My name is Robert Black. I'm president of Catoctin Mountain Orchard. My sister Patricia Black runs the market and is our bean counter, so to speak. My son does a lot of the, groundwork, does mechanics. My wife is in the bakery. She basically bakes almost all of our pies. We do have some help. My daughter helps on the weekends. Chris's wife works away from the farm but does help us part-time and does a lot of things and is very helpful with the school program, our school tours. And grandchildren are always helpful. We're glad to have them. The landscape here at Catoctin is made up of a lot of elevation changes. We're not any flat ground like the Eastern Shore. We range from 480 feet above sea level to around 780 feet. And by being on the hillside, this is kind of our own natural frost protection because of the cold air traveling down the hillside. Our ground's made up of some clay subsoil, which is great for ponds. We have 4 ponds, approximately about 8 acres of water. Great spring. It runs about 35 gallon free flow. We're fortunate to have the water. And we're able to have trickle irrigation on the whole farm, too, to conserve water and energy, which does a lot for us. Well, the crops we're growing here at Catoctin, we'll start off with plasticulture strawberries, which is just about a half an acre, and that serves our market, our retail farm market. We'll then go into sweet cherries, black raspberries, and then blueberries, and a lot of those are pick your own. We then go into plums, peaches, apricots, and then pears, and then we also have some vegetables moving along, tomatoes. We grow a certain variety of melons, and we're always conscious about the quality. We have to have just good tasting fruit. I guess we probably have around 25 acres of apples from real early variety like Lodi, which most people use to make great applesauce with, and we follow through with some summer varieties, then get into Gala, and Gala's probably been one of the biggest things for the whole apple industry, getting folks eating good quality tasting apples again. And we were fortunate to even find one that we named Autumn Gala, and it's patented Harry Black Gala after my dad, and is about 3 weeks later than the regular galas and is much harder and retains flavor longer, so we're kind of really proud to have that. And my favorite variety is whatever's in season. I don't care if it's strawberries, cherries, whatever season it is. Things are kind of hectic in the springtime with the spraying and with the possibility of frost, bad weather, possible fire blight, things of this nature. But once we get into strawberries and you can actually pick them and eat them around the middle of May here, that makes it all worthwhile. I love probably 95% of it. There's some of the 5% of the other things you have to do when you're farming that you don't like. Biggest challenge is keeping everybody happy. And that doesn't mean just family. That means everyone. There's got neighbors you have to contend with. Most of them understand what we're doing. Catoctin Mountain Orchard started back in the mid-40s. Mostly was wholesaling, mostly peaches and apples to the Baltimore, Washington area. Charlie Dunbar was an extension agent at that time and kind of took Dad under his wing and told him, he says, you need to build a retail farm market. You need to put out the best you can. Don't put any junk in the bottom like was known to a lot of hucksters, and put a fair price and people will come. So in 1948, a market was built and people did come. My father only borrowed money one time. We went from 8 garage doors at our market to a air-conditioned, heated indoor market, which we think has really enhanced our business by making the customer comfortable. And that's the only time he borrowed money. I think he paid that off in 3 years. If you don't have the money, you don't buy it. We're quite fortunate to be where we're located. It's on the pathway from Charlottesville to Gettysburg, which is technically called now the Journey Through Hallowed Ground. I am on the Tourist Council Board for Frederick County, and I'm very involved with state highway, county government. They all know me. They've all eaten fruit. When I go to meetings, they all know I'm bringing fruit, so they know we're here. We want to deal retail. We are gearing everything for our customers to come to us, enjoy the farm, enjoy maybe a part of a day here, even just walking through the orchard, because it's just a great place up here. We got the mountains behind us. We have a lot of other things. I think people are a little more conscious that if they don't support the local farmer by buying his products, whatever it may be, whether it's fruit, hay, or animals, he won't be here. I would like to thank a lot of my neighbors. One in particular is Rodman Myers. He's been a great neighbor. We've worked together, and that's what it's all about, is neighbors helping neighbors. I also like to thank my family for putting up with me, because it's been there are challenging days, and I don't care what everybody knows that in family business there's a lot of challenging days. And just bear with me. We'll get this worked out and make this, and it is. I think it is a successful operation. If it wasn't for my parents, I don't know what I'd be doing, because they are what have gotten things started. And my schooling was the Harry Black School of Practical Learning. That's where I went to school at, and I'm still learning.